Well, we are kicking off another week here. It is Monday, and a lot of folks now, spring break settling in. Cold today, but spring weather really surges in this week.
Yeah, so a lot of people still inside, and I'm actually getting a lot of things done that I've been wanting to do because you save them for those times that you are inside.
Yeah, well, and you're realizing now you want to get them done now before it starts to warm up, because then you know you won't get them done, right?
Exactly. So we've been baking. We've kind of taken up a second hobby because it's really easy with kids.
Right.
It takes a little bit longer. It's really messy. I know you've probably done this with yours as they were growing up.
Oh, yeah. And you have to watch that they don't lick their fingers and stick it in.
I know.
And, watch all that stuff.
Especially with colds now, too.
Yeah.
Super conscious. So we had a couple of projects over the weekend. Terry, I wanted to show you something that is so cute. You know that we love princesses. I picked up a book last week, and hopefully if you have grandkids that love Disney, you're going to like this too. A really cool little book, and it has to do with baking. A lot of cupcakes, but also cakes. And this is based on, the Tiana story with Disney.
So cute.
Frog.
And there are recipes.
Princess and the Frog.
So there are recipes that kind of go along with all the stories?
They do. The recipes that do that. I'm going to flip right here. These are the ones we made. I'm going to show you them in a minute.
Wow.
But look.
Green food coloring there?
Gus and Jack Cinderella cupcakes.
Aww.
We've got animal friends of Ariel.
What a good idea.
And some other cool little princess stuff.
Rachel, that's so cute.
Yeah, so we did a lot of baking this weekend, and that is a really good idea, to keep your kids engaged. Like I said, you have to be a little bit more careful. Here's the green frosting going crazy in the kitchen.
Okay, you're a brave woman. She doesn't have an apron on.
No.
So you didn't mind if
I figured, it's evening. If it gets all over our clothes, we can just throw them in the wash anyway, because we're about to take them off and go in the bathtub. And this is what they look like. Our frogs are a little bit different.
Wow.
They don't have their feet on there right now.
That's okay.
But, this is pretty good.
That is really good.
I have never been a really domestic person. Yeah. And so this is really, I'm trying to do more. I'm trying to cook more. I'm trying to get my kids engaged in doing that kind of thing, spending time with them in a positive way in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just run out of ideas, or the games that you've played 20, 30, 40 times.
Right, exactly.
Get old, or the movies. And so this is a really fun way we found to kind of liven it up. And the book is called Cupcakes and More, Disney. Yeah. I actually picked it up at a book fair.
Super cute. The thing I really love about baking is the fact that it really, especially, Coco's a preschooler, but they can start learning about measurements, numbers, they can look for different symbols, pick out different letters, and it really is an interactive process. And at the end of the day, they get to see if they followed the directions right, it tastes good, and if they maybe didn't follow directions correctly, it tastes kind of yucky. And those are for Daddy to eat.
Making it a learning experience. Yesterday after breakfast and today after breakfast, can I have a cupcake? I'm like, we'll just have to wait till after lunch or dinner.
Yeah,
you get that question inevitably. But
It's super cute. I love Disney too. They make it so easy, so child friendly, and the pictures just are fabulous.
I think that's half of the excitement, is looking through the pictures and deciding what you want to make. That's how I feel when I look at a cookbook and say, oh my goodness, this looks so good, or I think I could do this, or the figuring it out is part of the fun.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I actually, not to be a downer here, but we have a very special tribute to make here on 8 West. I received an email on Friday from a young gal who I know, Mackenzie Bell, who had played on Jennifer's basketball team, and she was at a funeral visitation for a young man, and she took a picture of the display because she said, Mrs. DeBoer, I want to share this with you because this young man looked up to you so much. He was a wonderful young man, 37 years old. His name Jimmy Ritz, and he lived in the Greenville and Ionia areas. He had battled many health issues through the years, but he was kind of one of those people in the community that he was born in Ionia, lived there for many years, moved to Greenville, just kind of became one of those people that when you walked around town, he was so happy, so energetic, so full of life. 37 years old, had battled with heart issues toward the end of his life. And again, just for everybody in the Ionia and Greenville area who knew Jimmy, I was honored to have this picture displayed at his funeral visitation.
Do you remember where this picture was taken, where you were when you met Jimmy?
I believe this was at a Children's Miracle Miracle Network event many years ago. Obviously, you can see the hair color style a little different for me, even the Wood TV8 logo a little bit different. But to Jimmy's mom and to all of his friends and family members who just loved him so much, I know that his passing will leave a huge void in their lives. So thank you so much for sending that along to me and for allowing us to just say a special, we'll miss you too, Jimmy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we are so glad that we are starting this week off. It is a Monday, a little bit of a slow start for some people. We've got quite the adventure for you today. Several weeks ago, I had the chance to visit a bomb shelter, of all things. Yes, a bomb shelter still exists in a West Michigan home, something built to protect a family in the event of a nuclear attack. This is decades ago. Well, the man who owns the home invited us in, and in just a minute, we're going to take a look around.
That's right. You talk about going off limits. You guys went really off limits.
Yes,
underground. Yeah. And we'll take another trip down memory lane, this time along the lakeshore end of the community of Saugatuck, through the photographs of one man, all on display through the end of the week.
And we'll find out all about a terrific festival coming up this summer in West Michigan, one that is aimed at entertaining the entire family.
I had a chance
Hopefully music involved.
I had a chance to read about this one online, and there's actually a big run involved with this. 5K, 10K, maybe even get a chance to move as you enjoy the music.
We've committed to one that I think we're both doing this year.
Yes, exactly.
One.
Yeah.
But that's often a first run for a lot of people.
You do the 25K.
I think I'm doing the 10. It's a big jump from 10 to 25.
Oh, yeah.
I hope to do the 25 one day. It takes a lot of training to do the 25.
She looks so amazing. It's really hard to remember. She just had a baby a few months ago.
Yeah.
So you're training.
Just had a baby. I'm like,
exactly.
No time to train. 10K. And we're going to actually have some people joining us.
Fantastic.